As a dancer, one of the most important things, or one of the most exciting things, is being in the studio, creating new work. As dancers, it's one of our favorite things to move the audience and inspire the people who are watching us.
You want the audience to be able to come on stage, not just see the beautiful dancers, the beautiful movement. You want the audience to have a full sensation of what's going on.
And one of the best ways to do that is with a world premiere, brand new work. I've grown up in Providence, I love it here, and to me it's just such an incredible thing to be able to dance here and have so many amazing choreographers from around the world come here to Rhode Island and create new works on this company in such a prolific way.
New works are important because they bring new voices and new perspectives to the stage. Festival Ballet is unique in that we are constantly creating new works. When donors invest in the New Works Fund, they're contributing to the creative economy of the city. And that is not only employing choreographers and dancers, but also musicians, costume designers, lighting designers, and set designers as well. New works created for Festival Ballet don't just have a short lifespan. They go on and they evolve in many different ways.
They are not just being performed in a traditional theater on a stage in the sense that you might expect them to be, but we're reaching out into the community. We're performing these new works at water fire performances, in schools, in libraries, and all sorts of different exciting venues. We're taking it out into the community and not just confining it into the walls of a theater.
Danielle Davidson recently created a piece for our summer dance intensive students that has now become an integral part of our outreach programming. Students from the Jacqueline M. Walsh School are now working with our trainees to bring new life to this piece, and they're all performing it together coming up this spring. FBP School creates works annually, whether it's in a collaboration, most recently with Design RI, or it's through collaborations with our adaptive students and Trinity Rep. They're constantly creating new works that will feature our students and features their strengths and gives them the opportunity for their own voices to be seen and heard in multiple stages across Rhode Island.
Ed's love for life came from dance, and I was so incredibly moved to witness this for the past 20 years.
Oh, I remember Ed very much. Even from the very first year I was here, the welcome that he gave me was just, I would never forget that. Every time we had new work, he would be there watching, and oftentimes I would come up to him and ask him, so what are you doing? He's like, I didn't feel like being at work, I needed to come see what's going on.
He was one of our biggest fans, if not maybe our biggest fan, always in the front row, always the loudest cheering and the most robust applause. And as a dancer, that's something that's really important. To be able to feel our audience is something that we are always striving for.
One very undescribable moment that I would never forget was, when I first asked, who did that bravo? And then from that very first bravo I heard the first year, I kept listening to it, every single performance. And it was just like, I knew exactly where he was sitting and, what he liked and what he didn't like, but I miss that. I miss that big, thick bravo of Ed.
Ed Fogarty's enthusiasm for new works and creations was palpable. Through this New Works Fund, we have created a true legacy for this passion to live on. Ed was a big proponent of dance education. That's why we want this New Works Fund to live beyond the company and the large stages here in Providence, but also feed into our education outreach programming and the FBP School.
This 40th season was dedicated to Ed, and as it comes to close, this is our chance to continue his legacy.
New works means new stories are being told. New perspectives are being heard. Whether it is the story of a woman searching for something in the nostalgia of her grandmother's old photographs, or the commonality of the struggles we confront through the eyes of a young Black man. These are voices and perspectives that need to be heard, stories that FBP needs to be telling, and only you can help us tell these stories.
Let us all be inspired by the life that was inspired by dance. Now is our chance to take over where he left off.